Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a very exciting video to make for you. I have done a couple of these videos before where I do a neighborhood tour. I have one for Chinatown / Uptown, I have one for South Loop, and I have one for West Loop. But today I am taking you to one of my favorite neighborhoods. It is the neighborhood that I moved to when I first moved to Chicago, and that is River North.
You see her walking down the boulevard. She got the posture of a superstar. She looks so fly in those Gucci slides. Yeah, I wonder what she hides under her disguise. Yeah. And all the girls around the world, they wanna be her. And all the dudes are trying to score like it's...
I'm going to show you some of my favorite spots in River North and different things to do. First, what I want to do is show you some of my favorite buildings. These buildings are really special to me because I lived in both of these buildings. This one I'm currently in was where my first ever studio apartment was in Chicago, and then I will show you where my one bedroom was in the next segment. But to start off, first I want to show you Bush Temple by Flats. Bush Temple is a super cool building because it was built in the very early 1900s, and it was originally a theater and then a music school piano factory. They have some of the original pianos in the lobby, which is really cool. In one of them you can even still play. And the building itself has so much beautiful character while not compromising on the quality of the building. All of the units have been completely redone. They are stunning inside. The building is split into two. That would be Bush Temple Original, and then now they have Bush Temple Tower. Bush Temple Tower was completed in 2019, and it has its own beautiful rooftop lounge, a rooftop patio, as well as a rooftop pool. Those are all really cool spaces, and with the floor-to-ceiling glass windows, they get so much natural light, and so it's really beautiful because you have this part of the building which is really old and historic and has so much character, and then you have the second side of the building which contrasts it with this very modern floor-to-ceiling glass look. Both of them are really cool. When I lived here, I lived in the original side in a studio, and it was just like the cutest, most perfect little space, and I loved it so much. But right now I want to show you their model apartment, which is a one bed in the Bush Temple original side. I love the original side's apartments because they all have the Smeg fridges and they come in different colors. When I lived here, I also had a white one, so this one is my favorite. But they are such a really cool touch to be able to have in an apartment. They all also have a washer dryer combo, which is super convenient. In the tower, they have fully stacked washer dryers. I love in this one the big bay windows, as well as this ridiculously large walk-in closet. Like, you could fit a twin size bed in there, and all of the ceilings, the way that they're curved, are very cool, and it just makes the whole place feel very cozy and super unique. When I have clients who come to me and are wanting apartments that have a lot of character, but they're not wanting to live somewhere old that might be a little bit more run down, I always recommend them to Bush Temple because it is a beautiful building. Also, in the original side, they have this really beautiful lobby. Like I mentioned, it has one of the original Bush Gerts pianos, which is what Bush Temple got its name after. This is a really great place to work from home as well. You'll often see people working around this giant table. And the gym. The gym is one of my favorite gyms in Chicago apartments. I love this very like Rocky Balboa-esque feel. It's open 24/7, so if you are up at 3 a.m. and you want to go hit a punching bag, you go right down to your gym, honey, because it is there, and they've got the gloves and the wraps and everything ready for you. Real boxing gym. It has all of the free weights, all of the machines, as well as this huge open area that you can use for different classes, putting yourself through different workouts. It's just a very cohesive gym that has everything that you'd need, a real squat rack, and you go down there and you just feel like such a badass. This building is always gonna have such a special place in my heart because this is where I first moved into when I first came to Chicago and didn't know anything about the city. So I love it so much. But now I want to take you to the Artist. This is where I moved right after my studio apartment in this building, and they have some really cool apartments there, so I'm very excited to show you this one as well. All right, guys, welcome to the Artist. This is another Flats building, and this is the craziest thing to me because this unit is the exact same floor plan of the unit that I had when I lived in this building. I love this building so much. It was originally an industrial warehouse that they completely converted, and they added on a whole second piece to mimic, so you can't really tell which side is which, but they've turned it into this whole very sleek building, floor-to-ceiling glass in every apartment, and they are stunning. This unit to me is the craziest ever because it's 16-foot floor-to-ceiling windows, so the ceilings are super high, tons of natural light, and I am absolutely obsessed. This building definitely has a little bit more of a modern feel. The kitchens have tons of storage, which was wonderful for me because I love to cook. It also has a heritage coffee shop in the lobby, which is great. They are open every single day, and so you can go downstairs and grab your coffee from them. They also have their their own rooftop here with a huge, beautiful rooftop lounge with a giant projector that you can use. They have a pool table and then this beautiful rooftop deck. I love this rooftop deck because it really feels like you're right in the heart of the city. It reminds me of like where you would go to go get fancy cocktails to have a good view of the city, except that rooftop is just at your apartment. They also have a gym up here, which is really cool because it's still got the same floor to ceiling windows, but with this tropical wallpaper. I used to work out in there when it'd be snowing outside and I was just like, do it for the fitness. We gotta get ready for hot girl summer. The apartments themselves are all really cool because they either have the glazed concrete flooring or wood flooring. All of the bathrooms are stunning, same rain shower heads in the subway tiling. But really what I love about this building the most is these views. You cannot get better views than what you have in this apartment. I think it is so cool with the giant floor to ceiling glass. They're just so unique. This is the coolest apartment that I've ever lived in personally. I just think it's so hard to top. This was really cool for me because I'm really excited that I got to show you both of the two buildings that I've lived in previously in Chicago. Bush Temple is so pretty and so cute with so much historic charm, and then you really just cannot get a cooler unit than this unit at the Artist. This one is a 1-bed and I am just obsessed. It's the coolest apartment I've ever lived in, probably the coolest apartment I ever will live in. If you like these and if you are looking for an apartment in Chicago, feel free to reach out to me. My email address as well as my Jot form link are down below. If you fill out that Jot form link, it directly sends your information to me so me and my team can help you find an apartment. Like I mentioned, this is Bush Temple and the Artist, both owned and operated by Flats. I have lived in these both personally and I love them both so much. So I hope you like these. I'll have all of the information in the description box for you. Now let's go ahead and I want to show you the rest of River North. All right guys, now that we are done showing off some apartments, I want to take you to one of my favorite happy hour spots in the city. We are going to Avali. This is over on Wells Street. It just opened up in 2020 and it is a phenomenal restaurant. They have a couple locations in the city and I think this is the only one with happy hour and it is delish. And I need a coffee. Let's go.
It goes without saying, but you're my best friend, my second.
We just finished up at Avali. We had happy hour there. That is a really great place if you just want to grab a quick drink and a snack for happy hour in River North. There are tons and tons and tons of really good restaurants here. A lot of the restaurants are a little bit more upscale than you'll find in other neighborhoods just because there are so many hotels here and it's a popular place for people to stay when they come from out of town. So you'll see a lot of the fancier steakhouses, but there are a lot of mid-range restaurants as well. This right here is Etta. That is a really, really great Italian restaurant that I highly recommend. But right now we are gonna take you to one of my favorite watering holes in River North, which is Clark Street Ale House. It is a bar with just like every beer you can imagine, but the best part is they allow dogs and they have popcorn, which they've brought back since COVID. So let's go grab a brewski.
A brouhaha?
A brouhaha.
I was born under the sun, so why am I so afraid of you? Made peace with all I've done, but that just wasn't enough. Ooh, she's erection once or twice.
So one of the other reasons that people love to live in River North is because you are super close to downtown. It's just really accessible and you're close to a lot of the main attractions like Michigan Ave or Magnificent Mile. That is like the huge shopping district in Chicago. It's a whole mile of street that is just covered in like a shop, you name it, they're gonna have it there. So we're gonna pop into a couple. I need to grab a couple things from H&M anyways, but it's also really cool because they have giant like planter boxes through the middle of the street and they change them over for the season. So like spring is tulips, summer is all tropical, and winter they do like evergreens. And so right now it's fall, so we're gonna see all the fall greenery and flowers, which I haven't seen yet this season. Watch them not even have it done yet.
I was just there. It's Halloween-y.
It's Halloween?
Yeah.
Sick, let's go.
Ashamed of it, I try to keep my soul intact. What else could I have done? I wanna say, hey, oh, woman and I'm cold. Oh, I wanna go home alone. I wanna go home alone. Hey, oh, calling on my own. Oh, I wanna go home alone.
Alright guys, we just got home. I didn't even end up buying anything. I tried on a bunch of stuff and didn't like anything, but c'est la vie. I hope you enjoyed this video. I was really excited to show you these two apartments because they are so special to me and I love my time living in them, and so I hope you enjoyed seeing them as well. I also wanted to show you a couple of my favorite spots in River North. I think I'm gonna continue doing these videos and just continue showing more of the places that I love in kind of a neighborhood tour sort of way, so that way if you're considering moving to Chicago, these videos might be really helpful, so that way you can get an idea of what the different neighborhoods are like. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions about River North or the Flats apartments, feel free to comment down below. Like I said, all of my leasing information is in the description box, so feel free to reach out to me as well. And of course, if you haven't already, hit that big red subscribe button. I post 3 videos a week and I'd love for you to follow along. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.